I'm the Dread King Logan, and you're watching the Flavor General Josh, the Mouthpiece Danny, and my personal homeboy Cody on Rasslin Rage, R2YouTube.com. And if you're not watching, then you're a peasant, and I can destroy you.
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
The hell? See, this is why I have to start the show. No professionalism, blah, blah, blah. Fucking professionalism from either of you two.
Wait, there's a delay. How was I supposed to know that the intro had started? It's still on the intro on my screen.
Like I said, this is why I start. Hello, everybody. I'm Cody. I'm the host of this freaking show. These two guys are over here. But I'm the boss man, the host, the creator, the alpha, the omega, the boss man, the homeboy of the Dread King Logan, and the honorary member of the Hollow, Cody Fleming. Cheers.
Hey, you're almost getting as many names as me. But, you know, you still got to catch up because I am Joshua Harper, a.k.a. the leader of the Whiteboard Army, a.k.a. the CEO of Happy Harper Ice Cream, a.k.a. the 5-star Flavor General, a.k.a. the only member of this group to be sponsored by the 24 Karat Lion Productions, a.k.a.
The second most annoying person in Michigan.
The second?
Yeah, Neil's the first. But hey, I am the real deal, heel, Dan Beals. And I don't need 90 names when the one I have is absolute perfection.
Talk about being humble, buddy. Please don't forget to scroll down into the description and smash that thumbs up along with the notification bell to be notified when all the awesome content goes live, like MIW, Rasslin Rage, interviews, and any Michigan indie wrestling matches become available. If you missed it last week, I did 3 interviews. 3, count them. 1 with our man TJ Meyer. 1 Joseph Schwartz, who made Rasslin Rage officially Flophouse as fuck. And also shooting the shit with DBA, which was last night. And boy, oh boy, what an interview that was.
Man, you came out the hospital swinging, no playing around at all. You missed 1 week, and you're like, nah, we got to catch up. Got all the interviews going on. But hey, we'd like to thank our sponsors who help make all of this possible. We'd like to thank BCWA, who you can find on Facebook at GoBCWA, or you can find their website at GoBCWA.com. It's a lot easier to type than it is to say, apparently.
Listen, y'all got your tongue wrapped around your eye tooth, couldn't see what you wanted to say. Anyway, we also have to thank Happy Harper. You can find him on Facebook at Happy Harper Ice Cream. Now go and hit the thumbs up on this video. All right, this one. Then I want you to go and hit the thumbs up on every other Rasslin Rage MIW video that we have ever put out. Because I know y'all ain't been hitting it because we get 15 people, all right, in the chat and 3 thumbs up.
I'm using the force. Hit the thumbs up. That's what I'm doing. So there were 3 shows in the state of Michigan this weekend. These 2 were lucky enough to go to TKW Nail in the Coffin. So we're going to talk a bit about that when we come back. What do you think?
We need to talk about that.
All right, here we go.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
And we're back to talk about TKW Nail in the Coffin. So, Dread King Logan pinned Shane Douglas. Explain, details, go.
Well, I mean, first off, when you see the Dread King Logan versus Shane Douglas is going to be a match, you don't think first match. That was insane. But the Dread King came out and said that he ain't going to wait. He's going to do things when he wants to do things, and whatever it's Dread King versus Shane Douglas, that's the main event. So we started with the main event, and that was a good match. It ended up being a ECW rule match.
And listen, not only did the Dread King beat the franchise, he beat the franchise with a belly to belly, just like he said he was going to do.
Dude, that was, I mean, you've seen the video, you got the match. It's you got it on your
I
Facebook.
messaged you last night.
That was.
It sucks that I wasn't able to go. I really wanted to be able to go. I was kind of excited when I heard that TKW was moving indoors, and I don't know what happened, but they ended up having to go back outdoors. However, hopefully, everything doesn't get too out of hand. And in November here, they got a show coming up. What, November 14th? Correct?
Yeah, there's no way November 14th is going to be an outdoor show.
If it's outdoors, I'm definitely not going to be there because I'm definitely not getting sick again. I can tell you that right now.
If it's outdoors, we'll all be there for the rest of at least the winter because we'll be frozen to our seats.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been sniffling and sneezing all day, so I don't know if I can go to another winter outside show.
Right, but some interesting things here is that Shane Douglas was not really a mentor, but somebody that the Dread King Logan, emulates or does his best to part of. I'm not saying he wants to be Shane Douglas or anything like that, but somebody that he looked to as far as the wrestling industry goes to say, hey, how can I do these things? And then looked at him as an example. So. Very interesting, for a match like that to go down, and he gets the win with a belly to belly. I mean, nice stuff there, dude. You can't ask for a better result.
No, you know what? Really, let's be honest here. There are three dudes that I know of. Hey, when you see their belly to belly, that it's over. All right, Shane Douglas, yes. Dread King, yes. The other one was, if you remember, up until Sweet Chin Music, Shawn Michaels threw one hell of a belly to belly.
Yeah, he's got
way back in the before
super
time.
Kick. Yeah, way back in the day when Danny was a wee lad.
Mm-hmm.
When Danny was a wee lad, Jesus still walked the earth. So
He was calling matches.
Oh boy, Jesus was calling matches.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Now for the next match we're going to talk about, we had Ken Cash, who won a 6-person Scrabble. It was a 6-man Scrabble with 8 people in it, and Ken Cash won.
Yes.
You guys remember who it was that was all in it?
Whole bunch of guys.
Oh, you guys suck.
I got to like the 3rd match, and then I was like, I should be taking notes.
Man, you guys ain't learned.
Drop the ball.
Ooh,
no, wait a minute. You dropped the ball because you lost the notebook.
Hey, I really have no idea where the notebook is. But you can never rely on the guy who can't remember yesterday.
We get halfway down there, and Danny goes, oh yeah, we were supposed to stop at Cody's and get the camera.
Yep. True story. We were waiting for you to message us and be like, hey, when you stopping by?
Oh, man.
I can't. When we're
Listen.
talking belly-to-belly suplexes, we didn't bring up Steiner, and we didn't bring up Angle.
Yeah.
And they used to have some sick belly-to-bellies.
Absolutely. Anything to take the heat off of me, I'm good to go. All right.
See, I try to help people out. That's how I work.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to watch. You guys have fun. I'm just going to hit buttons.
Next up, LJ Lawrence pulls off the big W against Uncle Chase, who put up a good fight for someone his age. But in the end, the youth of LJ was just too much for Uncle Chase.
Now that was
this
is the first time I've gotten to see Uncle Chase.
He got to be 80 or 90.
You think so?
He got liver spots.
Yeah. Guy walk with a cane.
And he literally, at one point, wrestled around LJ.
Uh-huh.
Was he senile and doesn't remember where he was at or what?
Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, he didn't get the win, but he put on one heck of a show, especially against someone like LJ Lawrence. And I mean, to evade a lot of his kicks, that's saying a lot. But they did let him use a cane, and I think that's cheating.
Well, he is 90.
Follow the rules.
I mean, maybe the rules change once you hit 90.
True.
It's kind of like how they don't back up without looking.
Well, look, I want to see, I'm going to say it right now, all right? I want to see Father Time versus Uncle Chase.
Is the Grim Reaper the ref?
Skull Taker.
There you go.
You guys are horrible.
Now, next up, we had Hannah Henderson, who was in a match with Jeremiah Goldmane.
Now, what? Why is Jeremiah Goldmane wrestling?
He's wrestling. In case you forget, Jeremiah Goldmane is a champion.
He's an intergender champion.
I get that, but what is the vested interest for him? What kind of money was on the line? Because there had to have been a large sum of money.
Well, yeah, you know that.
In order for the man to even step in the ring.
Enough money that he got in the ring, we know that. I mean, that's got to be at least 6 digits right there.
It's like
Mike beat up.
It's like when Mike Tyson says, "Hey, I'm going to box again," you know, and they're like, "So who are we going to sacrifice?" And they pay a guy like $525 million just to get in the ring with Mike Tyson to get their ass whooped.
Oh yeah,
it's like one of those things. You know what I'm saying?
But know what? Listen, that kind of money, that ain't even going to cover your medical bills. Mike Tyson punches you in the face.
Now, I appreciate the fact that you're comparing Goldmane to Mike Tyson, but Hannah Henderson put up a good fight, and she actually won this match. But, I mean, Jeremiah Goldmane put out a good show.
Hey, if Andy Kaufman can do it, I guess Jeremiah Goldmane can too. I mean,
these guys, I swear.
All right. In the 5th match of the night, we saw Magnificent, Mysterious Movado hit the 1-2-3 over
Moloch.
I guess the demon won't be messing around in Planet Detroit anytime soon.
Negative.
Now, during that match, Movado was able to get the mask off of Moloch.
Yes.
And reveal a true face underneath, and that was something.
Was it better or worse than Danny?
I mean, it's better than Danny, but I'd say like Jeepers Creepers kind of look like the Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
And then Moloch was more focused on trying to get off Movado's mask than he was on winning. And that's when he lost it.
Yep. I said, don't go messing around in Planet Detroit.
Yeah. Indie wrestling fan. Hello, sir. Michigan indie fan. He says that excellent weekend of wrestling. Good thing PWAS was indoors today. Along them lines, I'm paraphrasing. Justin Chili says, I wish you could have been there, Cody, but at least the 2 clowns were there. LOL, thanks for coming out, guys. Can't wait to have everyone back November 14th.
They had clowns?
Yeah,
I didn't see no clowns.
Yeah, you too.
That's because you didn't have a mirror.
Wait. What?
I mean, heck, we were all cold enough. Our noses were red. So
You got that right.
Oh Lord.
now we had Jack Price and Money, who I believe were the Capital City Threat, versus Tommy Vendetta and Sin, who would be the Death Threat Vices.
Yes.
I have that completely backwards.
Well, but
But
it don't matter.
it doesn't matter what you call them.
Nope.
Because in the end, I've been looking for clips of this all day. I don't know what the hell Tommy and Jack Price did.
They killed Capital Vices.
They did this big flippy move, and he went like 30 feet in the air. He kicked a bird. Like,
Did he
an
really?
airplane that had to swerve out the way.
Swerve out the way. That was the blackest thing you've ever said.
An airplane had to swerve out the way?
Swerve out the way. You hear that? Swerve out the way. That's pretty black of you.
But, in the end, Jack Price ended up getting the pin because Jack Price and Tommy, they beat up Sid.
And Money. I mean,
because when it came down to it, it wasn't about Capital City Threat versus Death Army Vices, whatever. It was DTA. And they told them, if you want back in Michigan, you got to come through DTA. You got to beat DTA.
Yeah.
Everybody wants DTA now.
They kicked them straight out of Michigan. Boom, go home.
They got them the Uber and told them to get going. Bye.
Yep.
But then Commissioner came out. Commissioner Gordon and all of his greatness and his amazing ideas came out. He said, hey, you want to come out? You want to not do the tag teams that you're supposed to do? You want to have your Death Threat Army? Well, I hear that you are a little bit of a death match guy now. You're starting to dip your toe in the death match pool. So on November 14th, Tommy Vendetta agreed that he is going to be facing Chuck Stein in a death match.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse.
This fucking
Tommy
guy,
Vendetta.
I swear.
He's gonna get grounded.
He's gonna get something.
And
You
then
better hope his mom don't find out before that match.
let me double check this real quick. I saw today they announced what kind of a death match it was going to be. And I should have paid attention then, but hey, that's like the whole thing about being on the computer, right? I can just be like, hey.
But now you got to stall.
Yeah, while you're doing that, though, I'm going to talk about Schwartzy. And he defeated Isaiah Frazier. Listen, if he would have won, if he wouldn't attack, but anyway.
If he had charisma.
Yes, he beat him with a figure four after he spent almost the entire match just working that leg and that knee. I mean,
it was great to watch.
Zeroed in on that, and he kept working on it, and eventually he locked in that figure four, and it was all she wrote on that one.
Now, so this is in accordance with an ad that was put out by Chuck Stein.
In accordance
As it was announced last night, on Saturday, November 14th, 16 days before my birthday, if anyone wants to give me a present. But on Saturday, November 14th, you'll have Tommy Vendetta, the lovable psychopath, versus the dirty white boy Chuck Stein in a barbed wire and glass death match.
He's grounded for sure.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
TKW had a glass death match where they spent, 20 minutes just bringing out glass and glass and glass.
Man, what is wrong with these people?
They're gonna be pissed too. Wait till Eric finds out.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
It could be Tommy before he even gets to the match.
And this flyer has the Grizzly sticker on it, so it looks like it might be at the Grizzly.
At Grizzlies and Wyandotte?
Yep.
That where that one place used to be?
That one place, yep.
That one
where people did that thing?
Yeah.
Stuff?
That one thing.
Where the incident took place?
I don't know what you're talking about. Incident? What incident? I don't know what you're talking about. But Tommy Vendetta, Chuck Stein, barbed wire, and glass. That's insane. So next up, we have TJ Meyer, who was in a match with El Ridiculoso. I'm sorry. Let me do that again. We had the Lost Soul TJ Meyer against El Ridiculoso. And although El Ridiculoso followed the rules, he did not have this, and TJ Meyer was able to pull off the win using a finisher that he's asked us all for helping him name. I call it fucking awesome.
One, TJ Meyer just hit that fucking awesome.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
The fucking awesome.
The FA. There you go.
Then
he just hit the FA. Boom.
Isn't that already a thing though? The FA, or is that something else?
Well, no. There's the attitude adjustment, which used to be the FU.
Yep.
And there's the F5. I don't think there's an FA. Cops showing up wasn't fantastic. When did cops show up?
Cops showed up again?
I didn't notice the cops
showing up.
I know people were parking at the party store instead of where they were supposed to park, and they were told, don't move your car, they're going to shut down, but I didn't see no cops. Ooh, the Spirit Breaker.
The Spirit Breaker. I'll be back. You guys got this.
Nice. I like TJ. We got this.
I'm really liking the idea of the Spirit Breaker. That's a good name. You want to tell them about the next match, Danny?
Sure will. And he's gone. I was waiting for this because I'm sure he saw it, but I wanted to see him get all excited. I think that's why I left. He probably went because he had to cry. Anyway, the Purge defeated the Freedom Ramsey group, and Sean Tyler made Freedom Ramsey tap out, and that is when the whole world went right.
Well, hold on. Before that part, I'd like to point something out. Before the match started with the Purge, they said if Freedom Ramsey is pinned, then he's going to have to defend his championship on November 14th.
Yes.
Now, everyone got excited. Everyone got happy. But I'd like to point out Freedom Ramsey was not pinned. Freedom Ramsey tapped. So if they say if Freedom Ramsey is pinned, now on November 14th, he has to defend his championship, then I think he's got a solid case for not having to defend his championship on November 14th because he tapped. He was not pinned.
And I think you're full of shit. But anyways.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I want to see Sean Tyler beat the ever-loving snot out of him. I want to see him beat him down to the mayor's office, wait in the line, fill out the proper paperwork, and then beat him back to the ring. I want Purge to walk away with that belt.
Dude, you're like an ex-girlfriend. You know that?
Why?
Because you never know what you want.
Oh, I know. No. I like to say freedom.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're confusing. You said mixed signals, bro.
That's not an ex-girlfriend.
I don't want you, but I don't want them to want you either.
I'm not in love. Right, I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
Yes, there you go. All right, no.
I understand because I said no first, so now you got to act like it was your choice. But go ahead, Danny.
All right, now let's get back to why 2020 became a fantastic year. Cody, ask me why. Ask me why, Cody. Ask me why.
Why?
Okay, because after the match, Dread King comes down. He starts just whooping on people. All right. Then Purge comes in. They grab a hold of the king and they start whooping on him. And out comes the franchise with a chair. He gets in the ring, winds up, gets ready. It hits the Purge. Mitch Hewitt comes out. Everything is crazy. They clear the ring, and now, my favorite part, from here on out, when you throw up the triple threat, you are throwing up the franchise. You are throwing up the king, and you are throwing up Mitch Hewitt, baby. The new franchise, the new triple threat. And that makes 2020 all worthwhile.
Does it? Well, I mean, COVID kind of sucks. Just say.
Hey, the triple threat can beat COVID.
See, I thought he'd be more excited for that, but
well,
I guess he's not really the Dread King's homeboy. So.
I am the Dread King's homeboy.
I'm just saying the Dread King has my.
I'm not Shane. Hey, I'm not Shane Douglas's homeboy. I'm the Dread King's homeboy. Listen, if the Dread King's happy, I'm happy. Now go ahead and fuck off.
When you mention a triple threat, and you mention Chris Candido, when you mention Bam Bam Bigelow, you now have to mention the Dread King Logan and Mitch Hewitt. The whole world is right.
I can only imagine how thrilled. I wish I could have been there to see the crowd reaction, like legit see it, because you know to see it on video is one thing, but to be there and in the moment and going crazy and the crowd feed off of you and you feed off of it, yeah,
it's a whole different experience. I mean, that's the whole point of going to Michigan indie shows. You know, it's one thing to watch Monday Night Raw or AEW or Impact. It's one thing to watch it on TV. It's a whole different thing to sit there live with the people.
Right.
Oh, and the franchise did get in a screw Vince.
Of course he did. I mean,
oh yeah. I mean, of course.
I think he's contractually obligated. If you give him the mic, he has to say at least once.
I believe so.
Now, for the final match of the night, because the final match of the night, we had Chuck Stein versus Sean Lawhorn versus Leatherface in a three-way barbed wire and nails death match. Now, the first one eliminated was Ed Gein, Leatherface. And then it came down to just Chuck Stein and Sean Lawhorn, and Chuck Stein was able to pull out the win against his former Detroit Punk partner and win the match.
Them guys beat the holy hell out of each other. There ain't no way around that. My goodness. When not only did he beat Lawhorn, he beat him by suplexing him onto a bed of nails.
Ow.
And that was one of the more milder things that happened in that match.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what something like that feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm assuming.
Well, yeah. Shit.
Yes.
No, I thought it felt like I landed on a fucking bed of grass.
No, I don't want to know.
Come on, no, motherfucker.
I can live the rest of my life not knowing what being suplexed onto a bed of nails feels like.
What gets me is when they bust out those hypodermic needles.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I got a bunch of tattoos, right?
Uh-huh.
And tattoo needles is one thing, but fucking hyperdate, nope.
And he stuck it in his face.
Nope.
They stuck it in Leatherface's shoulder and he just didn't even care.
Nope.
I mean, listen, Chuck Stein took Lawhorn's face and he stuck one in one cheek and one in the other. So that he was walking around with two needles sticking out of his face.
That's ridiculous.
You know, honestly, I think I'd rather get suplexed onto a bed of nails than a hypodermic needle shoved into my cheek.
I'd rather not be in the match.
Yeah,
I'd rather be a fan in a chair.
Us, we're like, oh no, we don't want to be in that match. Tommy Vendetta's like, ooh, put a needle in my face. Crazy.
There's something ain't right with Tommy Vendetta though, man.
No, we love you, Tommy, but man, listen, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's something wrong with him, like really wrong with that guy.
He's not called the lovable, completely sane person.
It's true.
Well, that's true.
That is a true story. However, I think he's like, it's like each time he edges a little bit closer to the insanity area.
Yeah.
I mean, every time he does something like this, he takes more shots to the head. So that probably, helps him down that line. I just want to see a video of his mom and Aaron O'Ryan finding out what's going on, and like they sit him down and have a serious conversation. Like, look,
I don't think you'll be that calm.
yeah. now TJ Meyer is saying that he wants to fight Tommy Vendetta. Tommy Vendetta is gonna die. He wants to fight Tommy Vendetta before he
dies. Yes.
Are we saying in a death match?
TJ, I would love to see that.
I just want to see the guy like live. Is all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, not die. That's
right.
All.
Nah, dude, you got a genie rule this. You want to see him to be healthy. You can't just say live. You gotta say healthy.
Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome.
I
That's what friends
appreciate
are for.
Well, listen, you got to be
This
specific.
fucker's on a roll the past couple days. Some bitch over here trying. Oh yeah. He does a challenge, but he just forgets to post. Fuck you, Josh.
I was just saying, there's been 2 separate challenges now. Both times, most people just kind of went, "Oh man, I forgot about that."
He said, TJ said, "Ain't no fucking death match."
Man,
I don't blame you, TJ.
So we know that Total Kaos Wrestling has another event coming up on the 14th.
November 14th.
So
now, I'd also like the first little thing they put out that just said TKW November 14th. It didn't say they are facing each other, but it had a picture of Shogun and it had a picture of Logan.
Ooh.
Just saying. And me and Danny were talking about this on the ride home. We've seen the match before, but I believe they're 1-1, aren't they? At least for the shows that we've seen.
Right. If the King is still in, he would probably be able to tell us if they're tied at 1-1.
He might be back to work. Because he is at work right now, I believe.
Yeah. You can't get him in trouble.
That'd be one of those matches where we might have to drive in separate cars because you'd cheer for Logan and I'd have to leave you there. I cheer for Shogun.
Dude, it's wrestling. Why are you taking it so fucking serious?
Because.
Listen, so here, I'm going to tell everybody a little story. So, like, you know, I'm the boss. And I got the business degree, and I'm the business guy, right? So we're on the way home one day, and we're talking, and I'm like, we're out from a wrestling show. I don't remember which one it was. And we're talking about we need to start setting up a merch table at the shows that we go to sell our merch, because we have merch. And it's stupid of us not to try to sell the merch at the shows that we're at, right? Because people see us there. They're going to, if they want to buy shit, they can buy it. Now, granted, some people will walk up and say, "Hey, man, you got a shirt, blah, blah, blah." But not everybody is that socially, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, there we go. So sometimes you got to like, "Hey, look, here's a T-shirt. You can buy this." Sometimes you got to shove it in their face and say, "Hey, buy my shit." But
that's what she said.
We're now hookers. Great.
But so on the way home, Josh is like, "Yeah, but that means that we got to sit in a different spot." And I'm like, "Not during the whole show." And he's like, "Yeah, but then we're going to miss stuff." And I'm like, that's what happens when you kind of become a thing, right? You transition, right? And he doesn't want to transition.
He don't mind transitioning. He just don't want to work the table.
Well, we ain't going to make no money if Josh gets on the table.
Wait a minute. Now, listen. He had a good idea before when he was talking about the reverse stripping thing.
He did.
Well, no, it'd be like when I sell ice cream. I mean, you guys don't know it, but when I sell ice cream, I literally just go, "Oh, okay, cool. I sold $20 worth of ice cream. Well, now I'm going to go buy another T-shirt."
Right. Logan,
I never really make profit.
The Dread King Logan says that they are 1-0. Logan has the 1 win. Shogun has 0.
I'm almost positive I remember them facing one time at the Hot Rocks. Because I remember, maybe it wasn't a one-on-one match. Because that was one of those matches where I was just sitting there the whole, because they kept just hurting each other so bad. There was Logan got suplexed into chairs.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't a one-on-one match. I know they faced each other at the Hot Rocks, though. I think he just likes hurting my feelings because for some reason he likes to do that.
Well, I mean, he's win against Broner like a fucking million times now.
Right.
He's gonna.
And I know whenever he faces Broner, that's another one of those like, stop it.
Well, when we go back to Proving Ground on the 8th, it's Isaiah Broner versus fucking Dread King Logan, and I believe the Proving Ground title is on the line.
Proving Ground title will be on the line for that. That is November 7th?
8th.
8th? Yeah.
November 7th is Metro Pro.
Yep.
Where I will be in the corner for Electric Ely. Because that Jack fucking douchebag guy.
Who's Jack? It's Matt.
Jack, Matt, Josephat, whatever the fuck his name is. Wonder Boy, something. I don't fucking know what his name is. I don't even think he knows what his name is some days. Jackass. We'll just call him Jackass. Jackass! You will not sink this putt! Jackass! Anyways. Proving Ground.
Looking forward to the next season of Proving Ground. We got to finish this season of Proving Ground.
That's right.
Have you seen the promo that Dread King? Have you seen the promo that Shogun and Shauna dropped?
Yes.
That's awesome. We have to finish this season before we start worrying about next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I've got teams in my head where I'm like, man, that'd be a good team right there. But I was joking around last night. If they had Percy and El Ridiculoso in a team with each other, you could call it Brittany's screaming and going to blow out my eardrums next to me.
Listen.
If it goes by fan appreciation, that team would just get like 90% of her screaming and everyone else being too deaf to know what's going on.
Season 7, which we're currently finishing up now, finally. We've talked about this on numerous occasions, but this has been spread out over time because of COVID. COVID happened and shit got shut down. So, but we talked about it on numerous occasions that, when just the rookies in itself, when the rookies were announced, I was very excited for this season. I was like, dude, this is going to be fucking amazing. And it was. And it is. And now we're down to the last 3 teams. And I mean, they are some very, very good teams. And I've had all of them on the show. Not all at the same time, of course, but I've had all of these vets and guests. What's that? Having them all on? That's going to be impossible, dude. Adam Wick's fucking mouth, dude? No way. You know what I mean? I mean, I love Adam. Don't get me wrong. I love Adam, but you know how much shit he'll be talking? And then Alex, and I bet Alex and Adam fight more than everybody else do.
Oh, probably.
This is what we do. We bring back the swear jar. Okay? We have them all on at the same time.
Fuck that!
And then we'll be able to pay for everything we've ever wanted to do.
We'll be able to rent a studio.
Dude, you remember there was downtown there. Remember that old radio station, the WPH, not WPH, I can't remember, but it was next to the doctor office down by the Seaway Terminal. That's for lease.
Oh. Hey, I hear the underground's open too.
I wish I had money.
Just saying.
Not the terminal, but across the street where that radio station was.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, dude, that'd be pimp, bro. But we ain't got that kind of money, man.
One of my people for next season's rookies is in here. Jimmy Gray's in. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jimmy.
Cheers, Jimmy. Damn it, Jimmy!
Drink beers with green labels.
You like that? The whole beer
is see-through.
Yeah, it's an imaginary beer. I'm not drinking beer. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's like, beer? What beer? There's nothing in here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's just me pretending. Anyways, it is time for legit wrestling questions. We talked a lot, too. I wonder if we're going to get any legit wrestling questions. What do you think? Who knows?
I don't know.
Josh is gonna get killed.
I don't know if that's how he meant it or not. That's the way I read it.
Hello?
I'm gonna die.
Hello?
I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night one time, and he's just gonna be standing over my bed.
Yeah. Hello. Okay, so legit wrestling questions. You can ask us questions about wrestling while we're waiting, if there are any. I would like to point out that we have these awesome MIW hats. Look at that motherfucker, right? That's pimping right there. Josh is fired because he doesn't have his on. Danny,
I gotta get to your house and get mine.
You're fired because you haven't given me your money. And then it says Rasslin Rage right there on the back. Look at that. Amazing stuff. So you can get one of these hats for me. We only got a few left right now. $20. That's not an MIW hat, you jackass. And
I'm fired. What do I care?
But we got these nice MIW hats. But listen here, I got 5 extra large and 1 2X first run of MIW shirts available, right?
I am.
If you buy a hat and one of those shirts, you can get both for $35. The new
Or like me and Josh said, if you come see us, $40.
The new shirt, those of you that said that you want one, you haven't paid yet. I paid for them up front. You guys, your shirts will be here November 8th. By November 8th, which is the day of XICW Proving Ground. Good stuff. I'm not really seeing...
So we'll be able to sport the new shirts, right?
Oh, here's one. Listen to this one. Who do I have to talk to get my dream team in the next Proving Ground? Well, first of all, you gotta, see if Percy Drews is going to be one of the people that is a rookie, and then if El Ridiculoso is going to be a vet, because we don't know. I don't even think they've ever announced who the vets are or anything yet.
Now, El Ridiculoso was supposed to be a vet for season 7, but episode 1 was the day his daughter was born. So maybe he'll be a vet for season 2.
There is a chance. There very much could be a chance.
But if you just spam the internet with it, I mean, it's got to work. Or you get stabbed.
So we have, all right, so TJ.
Yeah, go ahead, Cody.
TJ would like to know, who do you guys want to see me defend my title against?
Listen, I don't know so much about defending title, but I really would love to see a champion versus champion match in our Pro Wrestling All-Stars. With TJ versus the Dread King.
Oh, you're just sucking up now because they're kind of going at it. You suck up, motherfucker.
All right, since he wants to suck up, who do you think would win that match, Danny?
Ooh.
Me!
You took the easy way out, fucker. But listen. So, man. So if it's the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Junior Heavyweight Championship, and I'm looking at the roster for Pro Wrestling All-Stars.
Alex is normally not in Pro Wrestling All-Stars, and Alex and him had an amazing match.
Him and Adam Wick had an amazing match, too.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the Knights of Columbus show.
Who's next?
Right.
Dude, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really got to look at who deserves the shot, right? I don't really see anybody that's not currently a champ that would be in the junior heavyweight title class that kind of deserves it.
I don't know. Josh was saying something
Arthur
about
MacArthur.
TJ.
Who?
Josh.
Arthur MacArthur.
Junior
I don't know which of
heavyweight?
us you're talking to.
Junior heavyweight, though?
Sure.
I see him more as a heavyweight guy or a cruiser core.
Ooh. TJ says, better question. Who wants to see me take the Dread King's belt?
Nah, man. See, now I can't say I would like to see you take the belt. However,
I want to see the match.
I would like to see the match, and I too would be the winner of that match. Josh, who would you think would win?
In TJ versus Dread King? I think that's definitely one of those things of stamina versus strength. TJ is quick. He's got a lot of speed behind him, and he can do a lot of moves real quick, real out the gate. And if he starts rocking Dread King, he might be able to keep him off his feet. But if Dread King catches him,
listen, that's just a fancier version of what we said.
It is too. What a dick.
All right, fine. I'll go with it this way. Dread King has my address, so I'm going to say Dread King wins this match. But it's going to be an amazing match.
Oh, man.
But now Arthur MacArthur versus TJ Myers, that would be an amazing match. I think TJ would be able to pull out on top, but it'd still be a great match to watch.
I would agree that Arthur MacArthur, that would be a good match. That guy's pretty entertaining. However, he's entertaining and not a wrestler. Let me say, he is a wrestler, but he's entertaining more than he is technical, in my opinion.
Here's another one for real though. TJ versus Lawhorn.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Danny,
really.
Why are you booking some shit, dude? Let's book some shit. Let's do a fantasy booking. Great idea. So, Danny, you need to book a 6-man or a 6-match card with a main event. And then we will, once you book that card, we'll do votes in the group to see who each match. And we'll just say it's like a Rasslin Rage MIW fantasy booking and see what happens.
All right.
Just for fun, just for shits and giggles.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Not because I like it. So Dan's got a book. And then Josh, you got to book one, and then I'll book one, and we'll figure it all out.
I'll book my match on Black Friday. And guess what? I got a name for it.
Tell people what you're talking about, because we were talking about this before the show. You were saying there's a show on Black Friday, and you're upset.
There are 2 shows on Black Friday.
Josh is really upset about this.
There's not one show on Black. Last year we were just starting MIW, and there was a show right before Christmas, and I was like, "Why is this not called The Nightmare Before Christmas?" And now we have 2 shows on Black Friday. Neither of them are called Black and Blue Friday. That writes itself. That's easy money. But Black and Blue Friday, just.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, while you're talking, there's been a conversation in the chat that you might want to look at.
Oh, I saw it. I know. Yeah. I mean,
all right.
hey.
So now let's get this right. All right.
All right.
So now you have the Hollow who knows your address and wants to come hurt you.
Yep.
And War Inc. now is asking for your address so that they can come hurt you.
Most of them are in Ohio, though, so I'm okay with that. I know how Ohio people drive.
War Inc.?
Yeah.
You're full of it.
The statements made by Josh Harper are made by Josh Harper and Josh Harper alone. They have nothing to do with Cody Fleming or Dan Peel.
Which War Inc. member lives in Ohio, first of all?
Is it Dre in Ohio?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, then I'm horrible. Shaman's
You're
in Ohio.
dead.
No, he's in Grand Rapids.
Then I'm just wrong, because now I'm going to start people and be like, I thought they were in Ohio. Sheep's in Ohio.
No, he's not.
You're dead.
See? So I was just wrong.
He's in Indiana, I think.
Southern, not in Michigan.
It's not Ohio, fucker. You said Ohio.
If he gets to Michigan, no, never mind.
We're gonna see on the we're gonna see on the Happy Harper Facebook page that they no longer deliver after dark.
See, even TJ Myers says false, Hannity. The majority of War Inc. is in Michigan. See? Fox News.
Ha! Sheep's in Ohio, so at least I was a little right.
Oh, he is in Ohio. Right. I thought he was in Indiana. I'm sorry.
Well, I thought most of them were in Ohio, so we were both wrong.
Dread King says thank you for uniting him and TJ for a better good.
Knock, knock, motherfucker. That's great.
It's going to be the War Hollow at Josh's house.
The War Hollow. That's nice.
Hey, it's a good thing I don't know where the wrestlers live because I'm the kind
Did
of
you
person
see
that show
that
up and be like, hey, will you autograph this?
Did you guys see that the Hollow have T-shirts or some shit now?
Yes, I did.
I seen one of the Steel guys posted it, man. Like, you motherfucker.
I
want
want
a
a
Hollow
t-shirt.
So do I.
When you guys come to kill me, can you bring it? Bury
You're
me
gonna be
in
buried
it?
in a shirt.
Bury me in a T-shirt, man. I just want a T-shirt. Dude, this whole drawer right here is full of nothing but indie wrestling T-shirts, dude. It's like a whole drawer full. I have so many indie wrestling T-shirts, it's unreal.
Dude, I tell you what, like I said, once this year gets all straightened around and all the other craziness that's been going on around here, I got to get a TJ shirt. I got to get a Hollow shirt.
Drape his body in a shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
half my closet's made by Face Kicked Apparel.
That's true. Face Kicked Apparel is, in fact, the pro wrestling tees of Michigan, for sure. Speaking of Face Kicked Apparel, they're the one that they are the one that made this hat, as well as the new T-shirts coming out. So good time. Please don't forget to scroll down into the description. Follow Rasslin Rage. Excuse me. There we go. Woo!
There you go. Did you see Josh's face?
Yeah, like that. It was like it was nothing, man. Anyways, please scroll down in the description. Rasslin Rage, MIW, like, follow, all that good stuff. Also, there's a link to the group where you can come on in and see all the cool stuff from Michigan Indie Wrestling.
12 people, only 2 likes. Come on, people.
Yeah, slash that thumbs up.
I got 3. What you talking about?
There you go. So, also, what else was there? Down in the description, there is a link to Total Kaos Wrestling. So that you can follow them and stay up to date on their events, as well as a link to our Podbean. I just uploaded my interview with Joseph Schwartz because I interviewed TJ Meyer this week, Joseph Schwartz, and DBA. DBA should be up there tomorrow when I get home from work and I get on the old IV antibiotics. I'll do that on the old laptop and get that taken care of. What was that?
You should pay attention to the chat.
Just throw it up.
Oh,
it don't matter. Throw it up.
So there's that. Anything else? Oh yeah, Rasslin Rage T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. That's down there. Make sure to head on over to Happy Harper Ice Cream on Facebook. There's a link in the description. Give them a like. Order the ice cream. He will bring it to a wrestling show if you're there or when we're there. If you're in the area, he will deliver it as well. So definitely, and if he's not going to be at a show and we are, just let us know. We'll bring it for you. Just, you got to pay us more though, because we're cooler. And then, I'm much better looking, of course. And then he's like, no. And then don't forget about BCWA, who I hope comes back very, very soon. BCWA, you can check them out on Facebook at GoBCWA, or you can check out their website, gobcwa.com.
Listen, people don't start hitting the like button. Josh and I are fully prepared to do this show nude. Don't make us.
Please don't. Please don't. I don't want to see that. I really don't.
Especially
Josh,
when we move
put it on.
Cody's.
I did still. Now, I'd like to say, A, okay, if you guys kill me, there's no more Happy Harper ice cream. B,
wait a minute. Brittany knows the recipe.
She has a vague idea. B, if you break into my house to kill me while I'm sleeping, I sleep in the nude, so be prepared. I might be dead, but you'll all be scarred.
You guys, I swear. All right, well, I think that's it, man. Time to roll out. Are there any shows coming up this weekend?
There's 2 that I know of.
Okay, good. I was like, whoo, I don't even know if we're going to have a show to do on Tuesday. So we will be back Tuesday at 6:30 for Michigan Independent Weekly right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. That's the letter R, the number 2, YouTube.com. We'll see you guys Tuesday. And I think I have one Nick Moss coming on as well. What's up?
Okay, so definitely drape his body with the shirt. And then for the first time, I got Jesus Christ, no knock knock.
People, I swear. All right, it's time to go now. We've discovered we can no longer arrange Josh's murder. It's time to go.
He made the Dread King afraid.
No more ice cream! No! Later, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you Tuesday.
Later.
Bye.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.